welcome back to the Patreon. I missed you guys. So in today's video, we're going to discuss 3 topics and we'll just, get on into them. Let's begin with Camilla Cabello. Then we'll end with the Ace family losing all their coin and being broke down. Anyways, let's start with Camilla Cabello. So Camilla Cabello, I guess, has an album coming out. She's in like album rollout thing. Like I think she has a single that's out. I do not know. Camilla Cabello is one of those artists these days who kind of just exist on radio. Like, I don't think she has a huge social media following. I think a huge brunt of Camilla Cabello's success these days comes from her record label pushing her, and so she plays on radio. Like, it's not that unknown to hear a Camilla Cabello song on the radio, but to have people go up for Camilla Cabello like in real life is just really, really rare. I think the big push for Camilla Cabello is her record label, is kind of just, like everyday people. I don't know how Camilla Cabello is still here. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I have never met a Camilla Cabello fan. I will admit Havana was a good song. Like, I'm so sorry. It was, but I have nothing else for Miss Camilla. I have nothing else for Camilla. I have not liked a single Camilla song. I know she's dating Shawn Mendes. Is that a thing that's still going on? I think it is. Anyway, so Camilla Cabello has found herself in a lot of trouble, and it is 100% because Camilla Cabello's team is fucking stupid. Camilla Cabello has the worst team in all of the music industry. Her team is terrible, and the reason why I am going to say that Camilla Cabello's team is terrible is Camilla Cabello could actually be a lot further in her career if her team was just better. I say that because, not because she's talented, not because she's, just giving us bops. No. Camilla Cabello, like I said, her record label and like the powers that be give Camilla Cabello a big boost. Like I said, Camilla Cabello's music plays on radio, which is more than I can say about a lot of y'all faves. Now, I'm not thinking Camilla Cabello's music plays on radio because people want to hear it. Clearly, she has a team behind her who puts a lot of money into getting her played on radio stations, right? So she could just simply off that push, her record label pushing her, she could be a lot of places. She does songs with big artists. Like her label puts a lot of money into her. But the problem is Camilla Cabello has the worst PR team I've ever seen in my life. Let's begin with her being on Tumblr, calling us Kool-Aid, Moon Cricket, roaches, tar baby ass bitches. Let's start with that. So Camilla Cabello has a history of being on Tumblr, and she had a very racist Tumblr. Here's the thing. Camilla Cabello is dating Shawn Mendes, and Shawn Mendes has said the N-word in his past, in his tweets. Here's the thing. I don't really care about Shawn Mendes and whatever. That's the thing. That's the difference. Shawn Mendes said the N-word in some old tweets, and it's ill, right? Camilla Cabello was just racist. Camilla Cabello, I have room, I guess, for a Shawn Mendes apology. It's not like it matters. I'm not the person he's apologizing for. I don't listen to Shawn Mendes music, but he was just out here doing what the kids, I guess, do, the white kids do. Camilla Cabello was terrorizing black people online. I don't know what to tell you. Now, the rumors of this Tumblr have been around since Fifth Harmony has been around. People have always said Camilla Cabello was the owner of a racist Tumblr where she was making fried chicken and Kool-Aid and watermelon jokes. But no one really had proof that it was Camilla Cabello's Tumblr. Take for example Lil Nas X and Nas Mirage. Now, I've been on Stan Twitter for a long time. I remember Nas Mirage. I remember Nas Mirage was saying some nasty stuff. I remember, but I have no proof of those tweets unless I can go dig up those. I have no proof that Lil Nas X was sending out hateful tweets from the Nas Mirage Twitter account. I just don't. So you just have to take the word of a few people that that's what Lil Nas X was doing. But until Lil Nas X truthfully comes forward and says, I sent out hateful tweets, you'll never know. You'll never know. And Lil Nas X is never going to do it. Unless he is forced to do it, Lil Nas X is never going to do it. Because he has no reason to claim that he was out here doing what some people argue. To be honest, I don't even remember if the tweets were that hateful either. I don't know. I don't remember. I really don't remember. But some people really, really do remember. I remember Nas Mirage. I remember Nas Mirage being in mess. So I'm assuming like they was hateful. But if I don't have proof, what's the point? What's the point of bringing it up if I don't have proof that it was Lil Nas X and Lil Nas X was sending out these hateful tweets? I don't have proof of it. What's the point, right? Lil Nas X is not going to sit here and say he was out here doing that because there's no reason to do that. No one had proof that Camilla Cabello was the owner of that Tumblr. We all could believe it. We all could believe it. Like, it probably was Camilla. Just like we probably can believe Lil Nas X was saying hateful things on Nas Mirage Twitter account. But no one had proof. No one had proof Camilla Cabello was sending out hateful things from that Tumblr, right? But her PR team stupidly has her come forward and take accountability for this Tumblr. That was the most bizarre thing I ever seen. And when did we lose the great art of lying? When did we lose the great art of being deceptive? When did we lose the great art of denying and keeping our mouth shut? Camilla Cabello should have kept her mouth shut about that Tumblr. Let people believe what they want to believe. If they want to believe you was on Tumblr talking bad about black people, if you were on Twitter talking bad about black people, let them believe that. But you don't give them the proof that they need to be like, it's true. And I feel bad for the Camilla Cabello fans because the Camilla Cabello fans were doing a good job convincing people that Tumblr was fake. To this day, they still denying it's fake, even though Faith has come forward and told them it was real. Like, they were doing a good job. They almost convinced me. I'm like, maybe the girls, it's not like I kept up with Camilla Cabello. I'm like, maybe the girls are lying. Maybe that didn't happen. Until Camilla Cabello came forward and said that it was true and that she is entering racist rehab. What in the world? First of all, you admit to this Tumblr you did not have to admit to. It just could have been an urban myth, an urban legend that Camilla Cabello was out here racist on Tumblr. You admit to it, and then you say you're going to racist rehab. What in the fuck is that? I'm going to rehab to learn how to not be racist. Like, just bad on top of that. Who in PR told? I would have told Camilla Cabello, unless you are literally forced to take accountability for this, you better keep your fucking mouth shut, because now it's on you. Now it's on you, and now it's a thing. Now it is a thing that, you know what, you did something wrong, and so people can always hold it against you. That's why people will never see it for Camilla Cabello. People can always say Camilla Cabello was over here having a racist Tumblr, so they never have to see it for you. It's not a matter of, oh, this is just a legend, this is just belief. No, you will admit it to it. You admitted to it for no reason. And that brings us to what got us here today. So Camilla Cabello, like I said, is doing like an album rollout, a single rollout, whatever. She did a performance on Jimmy Fallon, and the people on her performance were supposed to be ethnic, of all types of ethnicities and races and whatever. Well, somebody was in the bed and they had on a full tan, but it was given very much blackface. It was given very much like blackface. It just simply was. Now, here is the thing. If it don't apply, let it fly. People are always going to have something to say about you, Camilla Cabello. They just are, because you admitted to being having a racist Tumblr. Who told Camilla Cabello to acknowledge this? Who told Camilla Cabello to acknowledge this? The first rule of being a celebrity like Camilla Cabello is let it fly. They will find something else to be upset about. They always do. Don't acknowledge the stupid stuff, because there's always going to be real stuff you're going to have to acknowledge. So the stupid stuff, you just let it fly. You just ignore it. You just ignore. If you know that you did not intentionally put this person in blackface, the person was just supposed to have a bad tan, let it go. Let it go. Like, y'all just gonna have to be mad. Now, I don't feel nothing for Camilla Cabello, so I don't care. But why would she acknowledge that? Because a terrible PR team. Anybody with sense would have been like, girl, they eating you up on Twitter, but you know what? It's staying pretty contained to Twitter, and it's not really getting any bigger than Twitter. It's just people who already hate you because of your racist Tumblr. So how about we just ignore it? We just ignore it. They'll find something else to be mad at us about. somewhere down the road. Let's ignore this one, and then if we have to double back and acknowledge this later on, we'll do that. But right now, let's not. People already hate us and think we're racist, so let's not give them more reason to think we're racist, because if we acknowledge this, it's just going to add more fuel to the fire. That's what a PR team would say, who doesn't want you to be in any more racist bullshit. Not Camilla's. Camilla's PR team tells her to go on her Twitter with millions of followers and bring more attention to this matter. And now everybody knows. Now there's a bunch of people in your quote tweets calling you racist. And what can you do? What can you do? Because stupid. Why would you acknowledge it? Why would you acknowledge? Camilla Cabello's team is so bizarre to me. So bizarre to me. It's just like, why? Why would you acknowledge this? Why would you? Even if it's just a bunch of people on Twitter talking shit. That's what it is. Like, if you believe that this is just a tan and you just let it go. Like, you can't acknowledge everything, because here's the thing, Camilla Cabello, we don't like you. Therefore, if we don't like you, everything you say is you'll never do right? If people already are committed to misunderstanding you, committed to calling you a racist, committed to disliking you, there is nothing you can do to make them think otherwise. There is nothing you can do to make them think otherwise. Now, here's the thing. This is me as like a PR person. When it comes to being a good person, of course you should acknowledge it. But nobody, not a single soul who disliked Camilla Cabello before saw her apology for the whole this person had on a tan and liked her. It didn't make you nothing. You didn't gain a single fan that day. You didn't gain a single fan by apologizing. Camilla Cabello and her team are ludicrous. Why would you even do this? Let's get to the real point. Why would you even do this? Like, it's too much. Why would you even put him in a bad tan? Like, what was the point of that? What was the point of putting a white man in a bad tan that even could be misrepresented as blackface? Like, why would we even do? Because her team sucks. Her team sucks. Like, I have nothing to say when it comes to Camilla Cabello. Just stupid. Like, everyone over on the Camilla Cabello team is just stupid. Like, it don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. Why would you do that? And then her little apology for it sucked too. I'm just like, if you gon' put out the apology, why make it good? Make it good. Anyways, the next thing we are going to discuss is DaBaby. DaBaby is a jealous piece of shit. DaBaby is just a piece of shit, and I ain't got nothing else for him. Nothing else for him. I already told y'all, I have always been on the right side of history. I ain't got nothing for DaBaby. I have never had anything for DaBaby. DaBaby from Charlotte, and I still didn't have nothing for DaBaby. Like, he had cute performances here and there, but when that summer where y'all was all talking about how y'all wanted to, slip and slide down DaBaby, and he's so fine, and he's so like, never was me, and I'm so happy about it. Never was me. Y'all look stupid. Y'all look stupid, because if there is one thing men are going to do, it's embarrass you. It is embarrass you. Men are embarrassing. So why y'all will be on the interwebs even going off this man so fine? I'm a do niggas? Do y'all know niggas like I know niggas? Niggas are embarrassing. This is what they do. DaBaby has turned embarrassing. He is embarrassing. I feel so bad for the people who are standing DaBaby up, because he is embarrassing now. Anyway, so DaBaby decides Rolling Loud gotta be the most. I don't know who's still going to Rolling Loud, but like we gotta let Rolling Loud go, because it's just real. You couldn't catch me dead at Rolling Loud. Meg Thee Stallion looked amazing. But anyways, DaBaby brings out Tory Lanez at Rolling Loud, and this is where DaBaby, we gotta talk. DaBaby, why did you bring out Tory Lanez at Rolling Loud? No reason at all. No reason at all. Because Tory Lanez is not popping. Tory Lanez was not popping before he shot Meg Thee Stallion. Tory Lanez The baby is more famous than Tory Lanez. The baby has more hits than Tory Lanez. The baby don't need to put his name next to Tory Lanez. He does not. Tory Lanez does not give the baby any clout. Tory Lanez gives the baby attention. And that is what the baby wants attention but he wants attention on the backs of black women's sorrow and black women's hurt and black women's abuse, and that's why it's nasty, because he has no other reason to be on stage with Tory Lanez except for attention. It's not because Tory Lanez was popping. It's not because you and Tory Lanez had this hit song. It's not because any of that. You want attention. You want people to talk about you. The baby is now at a place where he knows the tides are changing, right? They've already changed. No one sees it for the baby. So the baby knows if they not gonna like me anyways, how about I give them something to really not like me about? And so now he is building the misogynist coalition, because this is what people do when people don't like them. You'll notice it every single time. When someone is in the good graces of the general public, they appease the general public. They act like they're, a friend to the people. But the minute the people turn on them, they immediately try to build a coalition of people who are terrible. And usually it's misogynistic men. So the baby knows that black women don't like him no more, right? They turn their backs on the baby, right? So the baby's thing is now he is going to just be as misogynistic as possible. He is going to be as misogynistic as possible and build a coalition of misogynistic men to hopefully build a fan base on, because that is what they do. Because the misogynistic men of the world are low-hanging fruit. They band together in the name of just being hateful and just being demons, just being demonic and evil. That's what they're able to bond over. Therefore, it's low-hanging fruit. All you have to do is be anti-women, especially anti-black women, and y'all bond. They'll ride for you. Look at the people who ride for Bill Cosby. Look at the people who ride for T.I. All you have to do is be hateful and they'll ride for you. And that is what the baby is doing. The baby is realizing, I'm never going to get my fan base of women back because they hate me now. And the music ain't hitting like the music I guess was hitting, and they not seeing it for me. So I can just go to this group that always opens misogynistic men with open arms. And that is what he's doing. That's why he brought out Tory Lanez, because he knows black women aren't going to see it for him. That is not his purpose anymore. His purpose now is to get as many misogynistic men on his side. And then on top of that, the baby hates Meg Thee Stallion. We're going to discuss how so many people in the music industry hate Meg Thee Stallion. It's so easy to see. So many people hate Meg Thee Stallion. It's so easy to see. Like, Meg Thee Stallion's success in the past year and a half can't be quantified. Meg Thee Stallion is everywhere. She's everywhere despite the odds. Like, so many people have so many negative things to say about Meg Thee Stallion in hopes that their negativity will start a forest fire and Meg Thee Stallion will go away. The tides will turn on Meg Thee Stallion. And she continues to grow. Y'all say that the music sucks now. She continues to grow. Y'all say she can't dress. She's still on red carpets. Y'all say she don't switch up her flow. She's still winning awards. She's still headlining festivals. She's still charting. She's still popular. She's still making money. She's still getting brand endorsements. She's still every fucking where. And y'all can't fathom it. This is actually unseen. To see a woman who is not light-skinned, who is not very palatable to a lot of people, to see her be able to be successful despite the bullshit is actually remarkable. It's actually remarkable. And that's the reason why the baby is so frustrated. Because y'all have come and y'all have gone. Y'all have come and y'all have gone. Meg Thee Stallion is the biggest female rapper right now. Of her peers, she is. She is. She is. Everything Meg Thee Stallion does, ignore the toothpaste on my shirt. Everything Meg Thee Stallion does goes gold. Everything she does is a conversation. Like, every Instagram post, she's it. She's it. And it makes y'all upset because you're not it. Because you're not it. And people like Meg Thee Stallion don't usually win. They don't not for this long. People thought Meg Thee Stallion would be a moment. They thought Meg Thee Stallion would be a moment and Meg Thee Stallion would move on to the next. Meg Thee Stallion's still here. Meg Thee Stallion's still here. And the trajectory for Meg Thee Stallion is just up, 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 up. Up, 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 up. Because she's not corny like the rest of you. She's not ugly like the rest of you. She doesn't rely on stunts like the rest of you. She's just that bitch. And that's what y'all are upset about. That is what y'all are upset about. Meg Thee Stallion, when she had to deal with what she dealt with Tory Lanez, usually it's been hard in the past when black women deal with her abuse. It's really hard for black women to get a crowd or behind them, a crowd of people behind them to support them. But Meg Thee Stallion has been able to do that. Despite all of, you know how many people in the industry, I'm sure, is trying to get Tory Lanez back in people's good graces. But they can't because the crowd who is behind Meg Thee Stallion is so strong. They're not going to do it. No one's trying to touch Tory Lanez. The baby is the only fool who would sit over here and try to do a song with Tory Lanez. Because no one else with good sense, and a good career trajectory would do it. Because they don't want to deal with the smoke. And the fact that Meg Thee Stallion has so many people who are loud behind her has never been seen in protection of a black woman. And it makes you upset. So the baby, go to hell. I'm going to say, go to hell. Go to hell, the baby. Go to hell. Because you low down and you dirty for that. Because you and Meg Thee Stallion got history. Like, you low down, you dirty, and you nasty for that. Especially because you and Meg Thee Stallion already had words, and you know how she feel about it. You low down, you dirty, and you nasty for that. We'll move on. The Ace family is broke down. So, if you believe reports, the Ace family ain't been paying their mortgage. Speaking of ain't been paying their mortgage, child, why I got a call from my mortgage company asking where my ducats at? I said, I know we paid y'all. And so they said, yeah, y'all set up auto pay, but you got to pay for the month that you in. Then you can set up auto pay for the next month. Girl, they was talking about putting us in collections. I said, no, wait. I didn't know when you set up auto pay on a bill, on a mortgage, you have to like pay the current month and then it starts the next month. I just thought you set up auto pay and they take your money. Child, they said, where's mine? But the Ace family don't got those problems. They really want their coins. They really want their coins from them. So if you believe the tabloids, the Ace family ain't paid their mortgage all year. Now, the Ace family has a $10 million house. Fair enough. First of all, to have a $10 million house in LA when you're a YouTuber is so fucking stupid. It's so fucking stupid. When y'all got 3 kids at bed, it's so like, what's the point of having a house that big? It don't make no sense. It just don't make no sense to have a house that big in LA and you're a YouTuber. Like, who are you putting on false airs for? Like, I believe the Ace family is very rich. If they're not paying their mortgage, can you imagine how much money they have to blow? Because here's the thing, $10 million is a lot of money, but $10 million is not a lot of money in comparison to a mortgage. If their house is $10 million, they put down a couple $1 million to get it. So let's say their mortgage is like $8 million. They're only paying like $50,000 a month in mortgage, which is not that much money if you consider the fact that the Ace family makes $50,000 a month just from YouTube, if not more, or they could make that much money from YouTube. The Ace family has a lot of avenues to make money. That's what is so like, the reason why you see so many people on social media have nice things and buy nice things and da-da-da. It is really hard once you have a following on social media to not be able to make money off of social media. There's just so many avenues to make money. Like the Ace family has all types of sponsorships in their emails. Like people who will give them $10,000 just to do one thing. Like, so why they can't just do 5 of those and pay their mortgage is beyond me. It just proves to you, if this is true, that they just have terrible spending habits, which people have already said. Like, number one, y'all live in a $10 million house with 3 kids. What the hell? Y'all have all types of cars and it's just y'all. Y'all have all types of luxury things and it's just y'all. Trying to keep up with yourself. Because let's be clear, it's not like the Ace family is trying to keep up with the Joneses. They are the Joneses. The Ace family is huge on social media. They're one of the biggest influencers, couples in the game. They kind of revolutionized what it means to be a family channel on YouTube. So they're only keeping up with themselves. They're setting these precedents. So how are we supposed to feel? Are we supposed to feel bad? Are we supposed to feel bad that they are running low on funds? Clearly someone's not doing something right. Like me, I could go broke, right? I could go broke. I don't have all types of stuff. I ain't speaking that into existence, knock on wood, but I don't have all types of revenues, it's a one-man show over here. The Ace family got too much shit to ever go broke. That's what's crazy. If this is true and they can't pay a $50,000 mortgage, there's a problem. There's a problem somewhere in here, because that don't make no sense. You can't come up with $50,000. You can't come up with, and $50,000 sound like a lot of money, but in the Ace family world, that is not a lot of money. You should be able to come up with $50,000 to pay your mortgage. You should not be behind on your mortgage. Maybe they can come repossess a car or two, but the house that your children lay their heads down in. But for the longest time, I thought something has been funny about the Ace family. Like every time the woman pops up pregnant, I find it weird. I'm like, I can't even imagine the two of y'all even not boots like that. Like, are y'all even a real couple? Like, I don't know. I've always found something sketchy about the Ace family, and this falls right in line with my theory on the Ace family kind of being sketchy, because it just don't make sense. Like, I want to say they broke down and they're homeless, but they just don't make no sense. The Ace family could go in their emails and go find some money. Like, they are huge influencers. There is money out there to be found. It just shows that their spending habits have to be terrible. And it also could be investments. A lot of people, when they get social media money, the first thing people always tell you, make your money make money for you. Do this investment. Go into this investment, right? Investments don't pay mortgage. You need liquid. You need liquid. That mortgage company want $50,000 cash every month, right? So when you're investing in this and you're investing in that, and all your money is wrapped up in investments that's not gonna make you money for a few years, you run out. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. And I think that's what also the Ace family could be running into, because don't they owe one of the TikTokers some money? They owe him Bryce Hall, whatever his name is. They owe him some money because he for a boxing match. Like, a bunch of investments probably Austin has, dabbled his hands into, and they not getting their money back, But oh my gosh, the wife, when someone brought up to the wife that they might be losing their shit, she was like, you know what? All of this has really opened my eyes, and I'm so happy people have brought this up. She is just so obtuse to she's like, wow, Austin's over here ain't nobody losing their shit, da 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 da. Which, and that's another thing, refinance your house. Go refinance your house, which is terrible. Refinancing a $10 million house, child. But go refinance your house. There's no reason. I don't believe they're gonna lose the house, because it just don't make no sense. There's something they can do to get out of this hole. You better start posting some damn videos. Anyways, I hope they're not losing their house, only because they have 3 kids, and I don't wish homelessness on anybody's kids, but anyways, that has been the end of this. Let me know your opinions on all of this stuff down below, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.